apparently, talking nothing here. So apparently we didn't get the senior discount because Rufus doesn't look older than 55, and he says I have to go to the front counter next time.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. That's nice to be
Always have a
complimented.
vote of confidence.
Yeah. As a hotel goes, it wasn't so bad. It was better than the shelter I was in by a long mile, and the convenience of getting out of a bed that was on the ground level and going to the bathroom multiple times was much nicer, because I got out of that bunk bed and fell probably 2 feet, landed on my feet. Big thud, woke everybody up. Just getting up, holding as long as I could, but then I finally had to get up in the dark and slipped off the steps. So had breakfast of champions this morning, some porridge and Pepsi.
Porridge?
Porridge and Pepsi. Well, oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
To me, it's the same thing. I don't know. Is porridge and oatmeal not the same thing? I don't know.
Porridge has meat.
Oh, okay.
Porridge
well,
is like a meat, kind of like a meat paste.
Okay. Scottish thing, I guess. I don't know. I always call it a porridge. And yeah. Anyway, not supposed to rain today, although there's some rainy looking clouds kind of coming over top of us here. It's supposed to be a nice day today, and Sunday will be the thunderstorms in the mountain.
Saturday.
No, Sunday. Well, we'll get some rain, but
Saturday
it'll be spotty. But the big rain. Oh, here we go, the band. Back on the trail. Back on the trail. Well, after going up a fair amount of uphill, and I see a little bit more to go, I thought I'd mention what I think you might exercise more to benefit walking up the hills. So I would say deadlift, squats, more than probably leg press, because I could do a lot more leg press weight than I could ever do to squat or deadlift. But I've been going up the hills pretty good, so I guess I can't count that out. And an equitable amount of work on the calves. I don't feel any burning in them at all, but they get neglected. And then for upper body, really not that much in the tricep, because the poles are almost always at 90 degrees with your elbow bent, and you're pushing your elbows back, and that's the back exercises. So bent over row, that kind of thing, or lat pull down. If you do those, I'm going to go a long way. And there's the VO2 issue of endurance over a long period of time, because you are doing a workout for 5-6 hours every day, with maybe a break depending on how you are or where you are, and if you have a view. And electrolytes and water, I'm putting them in the afternoon after I've been drinking through the morning, knowing I probably am depleting those salts. And there's I don't know if I caught him with the Baltimore Jats in the bunkhouse. He slept on the couch, or tried to. Another Canadian from Vancouver originally. He, for a diet, was eating pretty much only cornflakes with powdered milk and sugar. I didn't really notice him having much of anything else. So I don't know if a mono diet like that would be that beneficial, but it's lightweight, and if it breaks into crumbs, it doesn't affect anything other than mouthfeel perhaps, or visual appearance. know that Rufus and I have probably overpacked on food again. I think we only need 3 days to get the 150-mile mark to pull out to the town there and resupply before Fontana Dam. But we'll probably have 5 or even 6 days worth of food. Typical. When will we ever learn? Bit of a view. I have to look through the trees to see it, but it's nice to get it a little bit every now and then. Otherwise, you're just looking at that all day. And occasionally you look up to see a turn or switchback, or you're going up a mountain. Okay. Oh, the sun's come out a little bit. It's been cool and breezy, which is good for hiking, but I tell you, a little bit of sunlight just perks you right up. I find that to be true on Vancouver Island through the winter. You have a lot of gray days, not maybe raining, but gray. And then you get a sunny day and it's like, wow, I feel motivated to do things. But over in that direction, there's some dark clouds. So I don't expect the sun to remain out. Well, having a hotel experience finally, I would say that there are a few major differences between a bunkhouse and a hotel. Bunkhouse would be about $20–25. Hotel, if you split it with somebody, $30–50, maybe more. A bunkhouse, all the room you have to spread your stuff out is your bunk, or maybe you can go outside. In a hotel, you've got, well, the bed and the floor, maybe the railing if you have a patio. You could go out there with a driveway. You never know, parking lot. In a bunkhouse, you might end up on a top bunk, and when you want to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you've got to get off that top bunk. And this happened to me at Baltimore Jets when I was getting down finally, near the time I would get up. Anyway, I slipped off the last horizontal bar. There was no ladder, and fell off the bed, landed on my feet, but with a big thud, and woke up whoever was laying there in the dark room. I could have been hurt in a hotel room like last night. Two of us, we both different times, got up like 3 times in the middle of the night. Just walked into the bathroom, went to the bathroom, walked back to the bed. I guess so if you're in a lower bunk, it might be like that. But in a bunkhouse, you might have to wait a while to get in there because the person might be doing a shower. That hotel room, probably a lot less likely. In a bunkhouse, the conditions or the surroundings may not be the best. Kind of like Baltimore Jack again, it was pretty rough. Hotels, well, it was a really cheap, flea-bitten hotel. Wouldn't be a whole lot better, I guess. But you do have the room to yourself, and you can walk around, or with your partner, you can walk around in your underwear or whatever and not have to worry about things. In a bunkhouse, people get up really early sometimes and wake you up. In a hotel room, well, unless they slam their door, I have an argument outside, you're pretty much, on your own, and you can get up and do what you want to do. All of a sudden you've got a TV probably, and a phone. A bunkhouse, probably not. So If you really need to save money, bunkhouse. If you've got a little money and you'd prefer a little more luxury, hotel room, if you can split it with somebody. The one we had last night, I think I paid him $30 for half. And it was okay, you know. Not a very great hotel, but a lot better than a flea-bitten one that might have been down the road. I hear the Budget Inn has got all pretty bad reviews. Well, the Sapphire is probably not a whole lot better. But who knows? I didn't go to Budget Inn. Anyway, that's it for now. And the shelter is over there. Bear hang. Just a little shelter. Silver Bolt Mountain Shelter, about half a mile downhill from the AT. Apparently it's on a loop. There's a shelter. There's a lower area down here with a couple flatter campsites in the hill, and looks like it would be a big fire ring. On the bear hang there was a bag with some, well, like beads, like foam beads at the bottom. Something else on the side. I was going to open it up to take a look though. Oh, so there's a privy. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. Somebody left their baseball shirt. Oh well. And garbage in the fire. Oh, how wonderful.
Shoes outside of his tent. He's inside of his tent. He's gonna rain.
Oh.
He's gonna fill up his shoes.
Way down there. It's getting crowded in there. So it's getting a little later after dinner. A few more people have come to the shelter. A few of them have set up tents. Quite a few of them are women. And a few have bossed their way into the shelter. It held 8, I think. Now has to hold 10, according to them. So they've moved us all as close as possible to one another and added a couple on the ends, and somebody sleeping on the table. I think at least one person on the ground. So we're cramming in there because we expect high winds and rain tonight. And we all want to help, but I got a little attitude from one woman who felt that we should be going out of our way to accommodate people who came late. And so the question is, what are the ethical rules that should be used to know how to handle a bad weather situation? And upon who is it that should be making the decisions? Should it be forced by people who want to get in, or offered by people who are already in, or just a cooperative solution, which I think is the final outcome, but it was kind of tense with that one particular individual who came very late and felt that she should be accommodated no matter what, how the other people are affected. And I have a little bit of an issue with that attitude. So anyway, weather's going to be potentially bad, and if it's bad and we can get everybody in, great. But you know, the lifeboat only holds so many people before it capsizes and kills everybody. I guess that's what I'm thinking. And this building is not going to capsize, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a what's the word? White men who are. I'm gonna have to cut this part out. The white men who are. Yeah, I'll have to edit that part out.
Yeah, talk about one to franchise.
Talk about.
They call it JBX.
You start.
They can though. Oh yeah, that's true. They probably can't.
There we go.
More firewood.
We need kindling, yeah. I can't say thing.
Alright. Look on that.
Does anybody have a
Want a hand?
or something to cut the branch up top? So we can...
Executioner has executed the fruit bag by getting them stuck
Hey.
in the tree.
Hmm.